What's going on, guys? Joseph back with another YouTube video, and yes, I know it's been a super long time, and I apologize for the hiatus. It's been a couple of months since I last posted something, but today I'm going over something really cool, something that I'm sure a lot of people will like, and maybe get some new subscribers to the channel. This is the T-Rex Arms Ragnarok holster outside the waistband in Ranger Green. It is a light-bearing holster that I got for Christmas as a Christmas gift, which was really cool of my mom. Thank you, Mom, for getting it for me. I got it for my Gen 4 Glock 19 with the Streamlight TLR1-S. And yes, the weapon is clear, magazine out. Nothing in the barrel, nothing in this particular magazine. It's only for show purposes. So the weapon is clear. Pull the trigger in a safe direction. I did recently get a new barrel from combatarmory.com. Cheapest barrel I've ever seen on the internet. I got it for a third of what most barrels go for online, and it's crazy. But this will be a different video because I'm going to be buying a compensator for it. I don't know from who yet. I'm still doing some research on compensators or companies that make compensators. I gotta do my research, gotta do my pricing, stuff like that. Because there's a couple other things that I want to buy. Anyways, back to the holster. Again, this is from T-Rex Arms. I will leave a link to their website down in the description below. And with the exception of the leg shroud that I got from Safariland, because I had to order it separately via Safariland, the belt strap, the fork, the locking system, which is this is their QLS system, which stands for Quick Locking System. Both the fork and receiver plate on my leg here, which I'll stand up and show you in a minute, you can order from their website. Like, with the exception of the shroud, which I'll show you what the shroud is. Essentially, it's just a way to mount the firearm on my person. You can get from T-Rex Arms website. Now, again, I got this for my Gen 4 Glock 19. When you get it, you have these two little adjustment nuts. You have one on the top and one on the bottom. All of their holsters will fit, based off of their website, what it says, all their holsters will fit pretty much any type of compensator on the market. So, from Agency Arms, from Arc Division, Strike Industries, Texas Black Rifle Texas Black Rifle Company. You know, there's a whole plethora. If you Google compensators, Glock compensators, you're gonna find a million companies. PMM, which is Parker Machining Company, or Parker Mountain Machining, something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of places that make compensators for Glocks. Not necessarily just for Glocks too. There's people that make them for Smith & Wessons, for the MP series, HKs, Sig Sauers. I mean, you name it, and pretty much any shit. There's even places that make compensators for 1911s, which is pretty cool. So when you get it, you have to adjust these to your personal retention of the firearm. So it locks in, and it's relatively secure now, but like there's no retention on it. As soon as I turn turn it upside down, it just falls out. You know. And obviously, if you're running and gunning, if you're doing, 3-gun, whatever, you want to make sure that your firearm, if you're doing 3-gun, or if you're, just doing transitions from pistol to rifle, you want to make sure that you can have your weapon secure on you while you're using the other firearm, whether it's a shotgun, rifle, bow and arrow. If you're Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. Whatever. So you just want to make sure it's secure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give these a couple of clockwise twists. It's about two good twists, 2 good 45-degree twists. And then I'm going to place my firearm. And now you can hear it too if I shake it close enough. I don't want to hit the camera. I'm also filming on the Samsung 360 gear that I haven't used in a while, just because I didn't want to use my phone. I mean, I'm technically using my phone. If you see me keep reaching off to the side, it's just because my phone's going into a sleep mode, and I just want to make sure I can still see myself. That way, make sure my face is in full view. I'm sorry. So anyways, yeah, so a couple of good clockwise ticks, and you know my firearm is secure, so that's a good, pretty decent draw stroke. Also, the other good thing too is that if you have a firearm like mine is, it's the MOS, so it's the modular optic system or mounting optic system. I forget what it stands for, but essentially, if you want to put a red dot on your firearm, and this is for all their holsters, mind you, all this information is on their website. They leave enough space for the firearm or for the red dot. So whether you're running a Trijicon RMR, a Leopold Delta Point, I think the one for Vortex is the Venom or the Viper Venom. I'm not, you can't quote me on that. And you know, obviously, like I said too. Now you'll notice for right now, I just have my barrel. If I were to get a compensator, I would have to loosen this to make room for the barrel, because obviously as you tighten it, it's going to compact itself. So you just want to make sure of that. So before I mount this, I'm going to stand up. You'll have to excuse my stomach. I'm quite large, as you guys remember. Phone. So this is the shroud system. You just put it on a belt. And this comes from Safariland. My biggest complaint when I got it was that Safariland didn't put any instructions on how to remove the screws and then how to mount the locking fork onto the shroud, nor how to mount the receiver fork onto your holster. So, and you'll have to forgive me, I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like this. I just like guns and gun stuff. I eventually figured it out, but I spent probably a good 30 minutes. Just for the part that goes on my leg, not even for the part of my holster or anything like that. So yeah, so Safariland, if you're watching, which I doubt, you need to send some instructions out with your stuff, because it's kind of annoying. Unless they're experienced or have someone who has experience helping them out. Your first timers, they're not going to know jack squat about anything. So anyways, so back to the holster. So you have your locking fork, your receiving plate on your leg. Match up the holes. Wait till you hear that click, and then holster is mounted. Again, taking the firearm. Again, it's not loaded, but just for those people. It locks back, nothing in there, nothing in the barrel. Safe direction. And there you go. You have to forgive my orientation because this camera is a little bit weird. But it's pretty straightforward. Go ahead and grab the camera real quick. It's a pretty straightforward mounting system. So that's what it is when it mounts to your leg. So it sticks out probably a good 3 to 4 inches. Now, if you were to purchase this without the leg shroud and just have it directly kind of dangling from your belt, with the strap running from in between the holster and the fork, it would obviously be closer. It'd be higher up and it'd be closer. Me personally, I don't want anything that rides the hip because I'm kind of a larger guy, so it's not that great. When I'm bending and it's digging into my side, which is why I opted for this. So, when it comes to draw, and I'm not professional, so don't heed anything that I say. But when I draw, it's it's a natural spot, whether it was on my hip or if it was lower or if it was just a little bit higher, whatever. It's draw, fire, and then return. Draw, fire, return. Draw, fire, return. And everything comes with practice. So you would draw, extend, boom, and then back. So It's a good holster. It's made out of I think it's 0.125 inches of Kydex, which is pretty nice. The holster will fit if you have suppressor height sights. If you have a optic mounted, which is why you have that little extra notch there in the top. They have a little, I don't know how well y'all can see that. Let me see if it'll, not sure we'll be able to see it. They have a T-Rex because it's T-Rex arms. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's just a quick video. Not anything too spectacular. I would show you how to set up the mount itself. However, how YouTube is with anything gun related, whether it's a holster or putting together a firearm, or even like, you know, if when I do get my compensator for my Glock, you know, I'm not going to show me mounting it because I don't want to get hit with a YouTube strike saying that, you know, it doesn't follow their guidelines or anything like that, because they're, you know, and it's not YouTube, it's just their algorithm. So it's all computer stuff. It sucks, I know, but what can you do against the machines? Yeah, I've seen all the Terminator movies, and I believe Skynet's coming for us. Anyways, so that's pretty much it, guys. Again, that is the Ragnarok light bearing for my Gen 4 Glock 19 from T-Rex Arms. Again, I'll leave a link to their website down below. Obviously, all of their social media will be, you can find them on Instagram. I don't know if they have Twitter. Pretty sure they have a Facebook. But yeah. So thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. If you're new here, please leave a follow or a comment saying where you're from. If you don't subscribe, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to do this for a full-time job, but I do it every once in a while just for funsies. So if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to meet new people. And, you know, hopefully as I buy more tactical stuff, tactical things, you know, get more subscribers, and maybe the channel will grow and, you know, actually be up there in the big leagues, or, you know, something like that. But anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping by. My name is Joseph, and I will see you on the next video.